State in a minute. It's been a while. So, the biggest news that's happened in a while, greatest college coach of all time, greatest coach of all time in a lot of people's opinions. Nick Saban retired. And I want to hear the impressions on that. What y'all think of that? What y'all think of, a bunch of people hit the portal. Caleb Downs hit the portal. Caden Proctor hit the portal. Bunch of DBs hit the portal. I saw that because their DB coach went to Georgia. But the only two names I can think of off the top of my head is Caden Proctor and Caleb Downs. Oh, Roydell Williams.
They lost.
Isaiah Bond. There we go.
They lost their number one defensive end prospect, Grady Ricks, I think. But other than that, those were the big names.
A lot of decommits. I'm just talking about people on the team already. Oh, yeah, Amari Nyblack, tight end, too. They lost him. But they just got a tight end. They just got a freshman tight end. I forget what his name is. Caleb Odom, I think.
They're cooked.
I don't know.
I think Washington Coast has such a good resume, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know that. At all. When they pulled that up, said he has 14-1 against ranked teams. Did not know that.
No, my thing is, I just feel like Jalen Milroe, if there was anybody that could have benefited from the DeBoer hire, it's definitely Jalen Milroe. Just as far as just like trying to become an NFL prospect.
He's raw.
I mean,
even if he doesn't have like the anticipation throws like Anthony Richardson does. Like Anthony Richardson does that out of just pure instinct, anticipation throws, and Jalen Milroe doesn't really do that. But Anthony Richardson was so high with such low experience. But Jalen Milroe, he's got to be consistent with his medium ball, bro. Like his deep ball's good, his short medium accuracy throws are fine. It's just like he gets tricked by the defense.
Being a consistent passer.
Yeah.
No, but I just feel like DeBoer and I forget the OC that came with him. I feel like they can get him right. I really do. And I don't think, I get the Anthony Richardson comp, just they're both like great athletes, but I don't think Milroe will ever be seen as like such a good prospect as Anthony. Just because Anthony, his throwing motion's not that bad either. Anthony's throwing motion wasn't bad. Jalen Milroe's is kind of wonky. It's nothing like Tebow though. It's nothing like Tebow. It's not traditional, I'd say. A lot of shoulder, not really a lot of wrist. But he has a cannon though. He has a cannon. But we'll see if DeBoer can get him to the next step. But as far as Alabama,
I don't really think the motion matters.
But you know how NFL scouts are about that, especially him already being run dominant, and I'm not gonna say being black.
What?
Yeah, if you don't know, I don't know type shit. If you don't know, I don't know.
I don't really think the motion of the throw matters. All he gets to go there.
You're telling me that people's motions have never been picked apart in the pre-draft process?
Have you seen Phillip Rivers' throwing motion?
They definitely talked about. Okay. I just don't think we can talk about Phillip Rivers as far as this goes. But you're telling me they're
like his throwing motion sucks.
But I'm saying you're telling me nobody ever said anything about his throwing motion during the draft process. You don't even know, bro. That was 2 decades ago.
You don't even know. Come on. What's wrong with his throwing motion? He gets the ball there, like he throws 50-yard touchdowns. Like what's wrong?
We're talking about the NFL draft process, though. If the ball gets there.
I don't even think it's throw motion. I feel it's more of his footwork. Footwork leads to throwing motion. He's been throwing all his life.
He can have multiple issues. I'm just saying during the pre-draft process, their job, especially at quarterback, they're just going to try to pick you apart as much as they can. And that's definitely probably going to be something they talk about. Yeah. We'll see.
Look at Tua. That guy looks like he's having a seizure every time he throws it 90 yards down the field. So.
It's not the fact that Jalen, it looks like he struggles to get it there. I'm just saying that the throwing motion isn't traditional. I said it's not.
I'm just talking about what you were saying with throwing motion. If that's what you guys are talking about,
I want to talk about mid-mans, but we'll do that later.
What do you think? What predictions for Alabama? What they go next year? They got Western Kentucky at home, USF at home. They play at Wisconsin. They play at home against Georgia, at Vandy, at home against South Carolina, at Tennessee, at home against Mizzou, at LSU, Mercer, at Oklahoma, and then Auburn.
I think they lose.
I didn't have enough fingers.
I think they lose. I don't think
They're losing 4 games.
losing 4. You think
You
losing
said
4?
3 or 4.
How many?
Really?
What opponents do they lose to? Georgia. Georgia's 1.
Georgia, Tennessee, Mizzou.
Mizzou. That's 3.
Why Tennessee?
Georgia, Tennessee, Mizzou.
All right, that's 3.
I think Nico gonna go crazy on them. He gonna fuck Alabama. Type
That's
shit.
cool. Nico?
Yeah.
I think I just can't see them losing the what's his name? Cody something?
Cody Schrader?
No, Cody Schrader's the running back. What's the quarterback's name? What's his name?
James?
His name was like Blake.
Brady.
Cook.
It's yeah,
Brady Cook.
Brady Cook.
I don't know. I don't see them losing to Brady Cook.
I don't know. Eli Drinkwitz, what he's doing over there, and the people he's bringing in is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Mizzou's definitely they're definitely a good program. But I just don't. I
don't know.
I
see three losses max.
I think they for sure lose to Georgia. I think Tennessee is 50-50, and I think Mizzou is. I'll just call it 50-50 too.
I don't even know what it was.
So 3-4 losses. Y'all say 2-3. I say 3-4.
I said 3 max.
Yeah, 3 max.
2-3, and I said 3-4.
I'll throw Auburn in there as a drop too, just because it's the Iron Bowl. And, you know, they did pretty good recruiting this cycle too. They got a lot of 5 stars, but it's still Auburn. No, I'm taking Auburn off. Take them off.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a big drop off for a little bit.
I trust DeBoer. I don't know why. You know, it might just be like the Nick Saban nostalgia and Alabama nostalgia.
I really thought it was Dan Lanning. I really did.
Dude, I just don't know why.
Like, I really thought he was the best person to replace Nick Saban. Like, out of all the guys they were looking at, I thought he was the best.
Okay. But I never saw him leaving Oregon. Like, he definitely wants to make Oregon he wants to make Oregon Alabama, basically.
Yeah. And now they're in Big Ten, too. I think if they didn't go Big Ten, I think he would have left.
Washington's fucked.
Yeah, they're screwed.
I don't know why they hired Arizona's. I don't even know why Arizona's head coach left. I don't know his name, but I don't know why he left. You're going to
ugly as fuck.
You're going to the Big 12. Why leave? You're going.
They had a lot of returning players, but they lost them all now. They lost 9 recruits in 30 minutes.
But I'm saying, why? The Big 12, Texas and Oklahoma just left the Big 12. Your biggest comp in the Big 12 is what? Oklahoma State? You could maybe say Colorado, but not really. They haven't proved anything.
No, I think they're favored if he would have stayed.
That's what I'm saying. Why go to the Big 10 with your roster's already not that good? As far as talent goes. They're returning 0 starters on the offensive side of the ball. They're not getting anybody. I don't understand it on this ball. Maybe they get. I didn't see the contract. Maybe they paid them hella chicken, but I just don't understand it. I don't get it because you're not winning anything in the Big Ten. Like, absolutely not.
No, not even close. There are 3 teams ahead of them that are for sure going to be ahead of them, I think.
But yeah, with Nick Saban's retirement, what do you guys think as far as where Nick Saban ranks all time? Is he the greatest college coach ever, or is he the greatest coach ever?
100% college. 100%.
College coach.
He's not even close to the greatest coach ever. College coach for sure.
Why? Wait. Why is he not even close? Like, who's up above him?
He just didn't succeed in the NFL.
I think Jimmy is one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Jimmy who?
Jimmy who? You don't know who I'm talking about?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy
he's
Johnson.
One of the greatest coaches of all time, but I feel like
is Jimmy Johnson not one of the greatest coaches of all time?
But I'm saying, is he the greatest coach of all time?
If he's not one, he's top 3.
Who's the greatest coach of all time? I mean, it's really hard. No, you can't say Nick. Just because Nick, he didn't really succeed with the Dolphins. He never really had a good resume in the NFL.
He didn't succeed anywhere in the NFL.
Yeah, he didn't succeed anywhere. He was all right as a DC when he was on the Browns, but yeah, I guess greatest college coach ever.